Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I got another shark movie for you today, shark movie review. Ice Sharks. And this is another one. I mean, usually when you hear that, you hear the Sci-Fi Channel on Asylum, and this one is. It says Sci-Fi Channel presents a movie from Asylum, Ice Sharks, and what it revolves around is a group of scientists in the Antarctic. And no, they don't find guar, or, because remember, Sleazy P. Martini found guar in Antarctica, frozen in a cave in Antarctica. This revolves a group of scientists in this one station search for stuff related to global warming for proof of global warming. And they find out that there's sharks in the water, and they discovered they were, something I don't hear about that much, Greenland sharks. They call them greenies. And ladies, the one scientist said she knew they were because of the smell, because I guess for whatever reason they smell of uric acid, so they smell like pee, I guess. And it was interesting. I didn't like the beginning where they had like a dog sled team, and that's about going. And there's a scene where they go to the water, and then the shark like eats all the dogs and stuff, and then the guy. That kind of bothered me that it seemed like you just fed him to this. I mean, even though it's fake, the CGI was very fake. Um, the research station is very strange. Second part of it looks like a kid's clubhouse because it was painted yellow, red, and blue. It looked like something cartoonish. Um, but I did like, for the most part, the movie. A lot of times, they do have a somewhat reasonable budget. The CGI is usually bad. Sometimes there's some shots that are acceptable, but usually it's bad. But I mean, the production values are usually decent, depending on the movie. Shark Week is not one of them, but this one's not that bad. Because there's a big difference between a movie from the Asylum and a movie from like Wild Eye Releasing, a shark movie from them. And like I said, they discover sharks in there. And what I liked about the movie is when they discovered the sharks, there was like a scene where in the research station, there's like a big circle cut in the ice where, they have the water right there. And the sharks were going to eventually attack through there, which is kind of neat. I like that they had their fins were used like, you ever hear of ice cutters? A type of ships that would go through and cut the ice in places like Antarctica, and they used their fins like that, and they used it to circle around the research lab, and then the research lab started to sink. And I mean, the stuff inside the research lab looked decent. And when they were underwater, they were really underwater. You could tell, and that's when got really interesting. I thought. Except when they showed the exterior shots and the things, it looked fake as hell. It looked really fake. And when they were underwater, I mean, when they showed out, it looked like something cartoonish, but still not as bad as, no spoilers, the ending shot of Kingdom of the Spiders, one of the worst matte paintings ever for a movie. Even as a kid, when I thought, like, they spent millions and millions of dollars, even I thought the matte painting looked fake. But I still love Kingdom of the Spiders stuff. But no spoilers, so how it ended for people who haven't seen it. That was a William Shatner Spider movie back in '76, I think. That I saw on ABC Night at the Movies. And when they went there, it was really interesting. Except, like I said, and they had underwater shots, and there was, I don't know how it is in Antarctica. I mean, they had underground. They had underwater when they went to. They had a lot of vegetation underneath there when they showed some of the underwater shots. I don't know how that is in the Arctic. I'm not a scientist, but I was kind of doubtful they filmed it. They probably filmed it at a different place. And there was a couple of scenes when the guy was in the water. You can tell it was definitely separated from a pool. Yeah, I remember that one guy was in the water, and the girl saved him. She was on a snowmobile. She gave him this line. The guy grabbed onto it. She dragged him up, and then you hear him go blah, 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 in the water and stuff. And then his face must have hit the ice and like that, and he got dragged out like that. That had to hurt like hell. But for the most part, I liked Ice Sharks. It's not a perfect movie, but the scene when they went underwater and that shark was interesting. It kept my interest. Like I said, CGI looked fake, of course. There was one or two scenes where it looked credible. Not too many. I mean, like little parts. Little, you can get little snippets where it looked credible, but not very much on the whole. But I mean, I thought it was different. They used Greenland sharks. I'd never seen them in a that in a movie before. And like I said, call them greenies. I think it's a watchable movie. I mean, it's not the best one, but it's pretty decent for the asylum because sometimes the asylum movies, like what was it, five headed. Well, this time was six headed shark attack or something. One of the five or six head. No, six headed shark attack was awful. And so was zombie shark. But I don't know if the asylum did that one. I thought Ice Sharks was pretty decent. I give it a 7 out of 10. So I hope you liked this review, everybody. Until next time, please take care, my legion. Oh, not to be feud with Snow Shark. I love Snow Sharks. And that was directed by Gregory Lamberson. And I met him at the Horror Fest in 2015. There's not going to be a Horror Fest this year through no fault of my own or John's own. But, yeah, it was cool meeting him. And like I said, I saw Snow Sharks with Dad. I did a review of that. I did Psycho Shark a while back. That was both on Fright Flicks, I think. Fright Picks online. So I was streaming. But I mean, it was cool meeting him, and that we went to see a midnight showing of Killer Rack, the movie he did about the killer boobs and stuff. It was a lot of fun. And so yeah, Ice Sharks is pretty decent. I thought Snow Sharks was much better, even though there was a couple scenes of Snow Sharks where the audio was bad. See, in the Asylum, they wouldn't have had that problem with the audio being bad because the production values are higher. But I thought the movie was interested in the sharks more in Snow Sharks. But like I said, sometimes the Asylum are pressure like Megalodon. I thought they did a good job on a lot of that. So, and also, Ice Sharks is not played for laughs at all. They said something on they had a CB call and the guy ended it with Bandit, like a tribute to Smokey the Bandit, which I thought was pretty cool. I looked that up in the trivia. So I hope you liked this review, everybody, of Ice Sharks. So until next time, everybody, please take care of my lead, like I said before.